My name is Ernijs Ansons, and people call me handsome. I'm an exercise science major, and one day I would like to become a strength conditioning coach. I would like to be a strength conditioning coach because I've been playing basketball already for more like 10 years, and I feel like I'm addicted to the sport. I love the sport, and after I'm done with my basketball career, I still want to stay in it and help other people like someone back in the day have helped me. I think I would be a great conditioning coach because I've seen strength and conditioning practices back in Europe, and I have seen him here. I'm really competitive, and I think I can work really good with people, personalities, and every day.
My name is Majerle. People call me Skywalker. I'm an exercise science major, and one day I'd like to become a strength and conditioning coach. I think I'd be a good strength and conditioning coach because I'd bring a good and fun environment to the gym and the weight room, and I think that I would be able to share what I've learned with younger kids and younger athletes.
Dynamic stretching is an important part of warming up pre-workout. Notice how Ernijs is warming up his calves and ankles with this dynamic stretch. Now Ernijs is performing a high knees dynamic stretch to warm up the glutes. And now butt kicks to warm up the thigh muscles.
Static stretching. Now Majerle, the Skywalker, is stretching his quad muscle, and now we see the same performance on other muscle with a good balance. Now the Skywalker is stretching his hamstrings. Now he's stretching his right hamstring, and as we all know, the good way to stretch static stretching is the 30 to 45 seconds after the practice. Now it's a different exercise for a groin and hamstring muscle.
Balance is an essential part to any strength program. Ernijs is now working on his balance by squatting on a stability ball.
And how we can see in the background, the Skywalker is helping with his suggestions and the coaching.
Core strength. It is important to have a strong core because the center of the body and your center of gravity. Ernijs is now performing core strengthening exercises such as planks, side planks, and eventually arm and leg lifts from the plank position.
As we see here, the Skywalker is doing ab exercises with a stability ball. He's doing so many of them. That's why he's so strong.
Strength lifts. It is always important to have a low enough weight where you can perform the exercise correctly. it is also important to have a spotter.
Now, how we see Ryan Majerle wasn't capable of lifting 40 pounds, so it was good that his friend and coaching staff, Ernijs Ansons, get involved and help him stabilize and get the work done. As we see now, we lower the weight to the weight what he's capable of doing, and with these 30 pounds, he's showing massive work.
When squatting, it is essential to have a straight back. Notice Ansons correcting the squat form.
$1,034. As we see here, where Ryan Majerle is working on agility, and Ernie is trying to motivate him and push him work harder, work beyond his limits. As we know, the teamwork is the dream work. $2,097. Today we're gonna ask some questions to great GVSU strength and conditioning coach, Coach Bauer. So the first question will be, what kind of personality fits for a strength coach?
Well, I think it depends on, obviously you have to be who you are as a strength coach. You can't be somebody else and be someone else's personality. I think overall, if you took a national poll, which I haven't done, I think a really intense guy who is a very high energy guy who can lead by example in the weight room and on plyos and those types of things is probably the better personality for that. So the guys can kind of feed off his energy and kind of see how a skill or a drill or an exercise is supposed to be done.
Thank you. Compare athlete effort in a season and off season.
In season, I think the effort needs to be smarter. You still want good effort in both times, but in the off season, I think the primary thing that the student athletes are trying to get is stronger, faster, more athletic, which is the primary place to accomplish that is in the weight room or doing plyos and stuff. So obviously they're going to attack that with a little more excitement and priority, I think, in the off season. In season, you still want to make gains in both places there, but obviously most of their energy and effort and thoughts are devoted to, at least for basketball, being on the floor in the regular part of practice. So we still want to be intense. We still want to work hard, although I think you have to be a little smarter how you do that and shorten it up and kind of just peel back on the things which aren't quite as necessary as the main things, which in the basketball team's case is, we really focus on the core lifts, but being short and sweet in there, and we don't mess around too much with the auxiliary lifts.
Could you tell us about the biggest athletic improvement and what you have seen as being strength and conditioning coach for a GVSU basketball team?
Well, the things that excite me probably the most about the time that I've done this here is for basketball, it's such a long season, and it's such a, it's a 4-month, 5-month thing on the floor. And it's really hard to maintain or even gain significant, if any, strength gains that maybe were made in the off season during the regular part of the season. And here, I think we've been pretty successful in not only maintaining our body strength, at least in terms of our core lifting, throughout the season. We've kind of maintained it, and in a lot of cases, we've actually went up in our gains and our strength gains, mostly for the freshmen, the sophomore guys, but doing that in season is pretty remarkable, I think. So that I think is probably our biggest success in season lifting there.
Thank you a lot. We really enjoyed hearing your opinion.
I enjoyed expressing it. Thank you.
Yeah, have a good day.
You too.